Hello everyone, in this video we're going to show how to properly use the RainPoint's 4-zone water timer correctly. Part 1, active the valves when get the timer for first time, or it's been a long time since your last time to use it. First prepare 4*AA batteries, because batteries are not included in the product. Then remove bottom battery box and install all batteries correctly. Press and hold the OK/manual button, and at the same time, put the battery box back into timer. Release the OK/manual button to let timer test its 4 valves one by one, and every zone costs 5 seconds. After zone 4 finishing self-test, remove the battery box and then insert it again to start normal using. If not remove battery box after zone 4 finishing self-test, then timer will test 4 zones cyclically. The second part is the installation instructions. First, screw the supporting part on the back of the water timer. Then, use the screw to install bracket accessory onto the supporting part through the hole. Wrapping the faucet with raw tape before installing the timer will help prevent leaks. Install the timer on the tap and mark a proper position before installing the brace. Drill a hole for screwing and attach the brace with the screw. Go into manual watering mode. Check weather leak and outlet water pressure. The water pipes for the 4 irrigation zones are installed at each of the 4 outlets. Installation is complete. The third part is how to set up an automatic watering program. Step 1 is to set the local time of the timer. Rotate the dial to the set clock position. Press and hold OK/manual button for 3 seconds to switch 12-hour and 24-hour format. An AM/PM will disappear when in 24-hour format. If hour time is flashing, use +/delay or -sign buttons to adjust it to correct local time, then press OK/manual to confirm it. Same operation to adjust minute time to local minute time. Press and hold plus or minus sign button for more than 3 seconds could adjust number quickly. Step 2 is to set the start time. Rotate the dial to start time. The default outlet is zone 1, and you can see zone number at top left corner. When hour time is flashing, use plus and minus sign to adjust hour time, and then use OK/manual button to confirm it. Then minute time is flashing, also use plus and minus sign to adjust minute time, and press OK/manual button to confirm it. Then start time for zone 1 is finished. When start time of zone 1 is finished, press zone button to switch to zone 2. Then same operation to adjust and confirm start time for zone 2, then zone 3 and zone 4. After setting the start time for each of the 4 zones one by one, step 3 is set watering duration. Rotate the dial to how long. The default outlet is zone 1, and you can see zone number at top left corner. When hour time is flashing, use plus and minus sign to adjust it, and then use OK/manual button to confirm it. Then minute time is flashing, also use plus and minus sign to adjust it, and use OK/manual to confirm it. Then watering duration time for zone 1 is finished. When how long of zone 1 has been finished, press zone button to switch to zone 2, and then same operation to adjust and confirm how long for zone 2, then zone 3 and 4. If you don't want some zones work, you can set duration time of these zones to 0 hour and 0 minute. Maximum of watering duration can be set from 0 minutes to 3 hours and 59 minutes. Step 4 is set watering frequency. Rotate the dial to how often. The default outlet is zone 1, and you can see zone number at top left corner. When number is flashing, press plus and minus sign button to adjust it and press OK/manual button to confirm. Then watering frequency for zone 1 is finished. When how often of zone 1 has been finished, press zone button to switch to zone 2, and then same operation to adjust and confirm how often for zone 2, then zone 3 and 4. The options of the frequency have 3 modes to choose from, namely every 8 hours, every 12 hours and every 7 days. Step 5 is start the program. Rotate the dial to on. Open the faucet to start automatic watering program. Part 4 is how to start manual watering. First, start the program. Keep the dial at on. Press and hold OK/manual button for 3 seconds to switch to manual watering interface. The default outlet is zone 1, press OK/manual to confirm. Then press zone button to switch to other outlets, and press OK button to confirm the selection. The selected zone will be underlined. Press OK/manual button repeatedly to cancel the selection. After all outlets are confirmed to be selected, press and hold the zone button to enter the interface of manual watering duration setting, short press or long press to adjust the duration, and press the OK/manual button to confirm. If you don't do any operation within 5 seconds when setting the length, the system will automatically select the length of the interface display. Adjustable range of hours for manual watering is 0 minutes, 6 hours. Once watering begins, rotate water out of each zone. To cancel midway, you can long press OK/manual to exit manual mode, or rotate the dial to off to cancel as well. Part 5 is how to start rain delay program. Step 1. Start the program. Keep the dial at on and long press +/delay button for 3 seconds to switch to rain delay interface. When number 24 is flashing, use plus button to adjust it. Between 24H, 48H and 72H according to your plan. Then use OK/manual button to confirm it, or without any action for 5 seconds to confirm it. Long press the +/delay button to exit the rain delay mode. Or rotate the dial to off to exit as well. Part 6 is how will timer work in different programs. Different watering frequency. In automatic mode, what will timer work in different watering frequency? For example, as above. It shows the start time and next start time when you choose different watering frequency. Manual watering for 4 zones. If you set manual watering mode for 4 zones as above, how will the timer work? Working together? No. To ensure output water volume and water pressure from faucet don't reduce, timer would always only open one valve at a time, though multi-zones have the same start time, no matter in manual watering mode, or in automatic watering mode. For example, as above. 4 zones have the same start time, but they won't work together. They would work one by one according to valve number. Namely, Zone 2 would start working after Zone 1 finish its program at 9:20, instead of its original start time 9 o'clock. Zone 3 start working after Zone 2 finish its program at 9:40, instead of its original start time 9 o'clock. Zone 4 start working after Zone 3 finish its program at 10 o'clock, instead of its original start time 9 o'clock. Automatic watering for 4 zones. To ensure output water volume and water pressure from faucet don't reduce, timer will always only open one valve at a time when multi-zones are running at the same time, no matter in automatic watering mode or manual watering mode. In this case, the timer would open valve one by one according to the zone number 1-2-3-4. For example, as above. Zone 3 has the earliest start time in all 4 zones, and timer would open Zone 3 firstly at 6 o'clock. Zone 3 finish watering at 6:20 and has no any conflict with rest zone start time, so next is Zone 1 or Zone 2. Zone 1 and Zone 2 have same start time, then Zone 1 has priority over Zone 2, so Zone 1 start watering at 7 o'clock and finish watering at 7:20. In this case, Zone 2 only could start watering at 7:20 after Zone 1 finishing its program, and Zone 2 finish watering at 7:40. Zone 4 has the latest start time, so timer would open Zone 4 at last. Because Zone 2 finish watering at 7:40, then start time of Zone 4 is at 7:40 instead of its original start time at 7:30, and Zone 4 finish watering at 8 o'clock. When automatic watering mode meets manual watering mode. For example, as above. Zone 1 start automatic watering mode at 7 o'clock, and its original finish time is at 7:20. However, Zone 2 start manual watering mode at 7:10, earlier than 7:20, then timer would open Zone 2 to run manual watering mode from 7:10 7:30, and Zone 1 would be closed from 7:10 7:20, which means Zone 1 would lose 10 minutes watering time. After Zone 2 finish manual watering at 7:30, start time of Zone 3 still hasn't begun, so water timer would open Zone 3 at 8 o'clock on time.